to kind of go hand in hand or against the sustainable lineup from Bedel. And we already said, Bedel feels very dull. They feel like a blunt object, like a coconut. You're trying to cut a piece of paper with coconut. It's just not gonna work. Wow. So now they're skewed. They kind of cornered themselves into a draft wherein, okay, we're lacking damage. What do we put on? I'm guessing they're missing a gold laner here or a mid laner. Those are the only options they have.
Yeah, speaking of that reliable CC that Evo Singapore needs with the Rafaela, it's done. You know, the Holy Baptism, but he does need to wait until level 4. There's going to be Bedel picking up the Kimmy.
Wow!
Making its debut here at the M3 World Championships. We expected Sasa to be the one who picked this up, but no, it's Bedel.
Yep, I mentioned that there's only so much kiting you can do. How's about the Queen of Kiting herself?
Yeah, right now, Kimi, again, M3 World Stage is like, yeah, every single hero is on the table. And the thing about Bedel, they like to switch things up, and here it is, bringing out the Kimi. Now, the thing is, we're excited. But can they actually execute it? Based on the first game, they don't look that confident. Bringing in this Kimi, I hope it brings some new level of confidence that Bedel can bring against Evos SG.
Let's see what happens here based on the drafts. Honestly, I might have to side with Evo Singapore once again. I feel like they have a more well-rounded draft, a more multi-dimensional draft that can play multiple ways. But for the side of Bedel, they only know one thing, and that is to... The thing is, the Kimi, I don't think it synergizes well with the composition.
Yeah, no, again, it's the same issue. They have two heroes that are deceptively simple. They have two heroes that are just blunt objects. I know what I need to do, but do I have the rotations? Do I have the moves to pull him off? We're about to find out here in game number 2 in this best of 5. Bedel versus Evos SG. The Singaporean champions ahead by 1 game. We're looking at how well Bedel can mentally reset.
Let's see how it goes here. Once again, Adamir going to face up against that Kimi in the top side will mean that Kimi will have a little bit more range to play with, right? And they're both going to scale really, really well. One thing about Brody is he is not going to be able to actually force a lot of fights in that top side, considering Kimi's range.
Oh, look at this JPL already using the flicker. It's not an easy go for the roamer of Evos SG here.
Yeah, right now it's a total switch-up where in the first game, Evos SG, they really win the mid lane, and because of that, the rotation coming up from Bedel has been significantly slowed. Right now, it's a complete opposite, where Bedel is really controlling the mid, and right now we can see that they're starting their rotation going up against the gold lane, and I hope that they really heavily commit to this and they manage to get something out of this rotation.
Now that I'm looking at it, honestly, I take back what I said about Bedel's composition being, not synergizing properly. I feel like now, looking at it, it's a very good composition if the Kimi gets ahead. If not, I mean, if the Kimi scales, all right? He doesn't need to get ahead. As long as he gets the gold from the gold lane, as long as she doesn't get bullied, this is a really good front-to-back composition.
And when we're talking about Kimi, Kimi is a unique hero where she can go with the physical build as well as the magic build. Right now, looking at the Emblem Mystery Shop, in terms of getting ahead, it should be very, very easy. She will theoretically complete her items way earlier than anyone else, but is she going to commit heavily on this magic build?
Oh, we'll find out later because Faraway has other ideas. Here comes Potato, and here comes a turnaround from Evos SG. Down goes 1 per side. It's a trade, but Potato gets a double. No, he survives. What? Yunshi still standing. Oh, that's what you get when you have the Rafaela. JPL keeps him alive. Could have been a trade, but no, this early on, it's those little margins that makes a difference.
Super fast rotations from the side of Bedel and from the side of Evo Singapore. You can see Bedel, they try to make a proactive movement to the top side, but they overcommitted a little bit too much there. Evo Singapore with the instant response, knowing that Bedel, they've wasted a little bit too much time, a little bit too many resources on to that top side. Instantly, we just go in and head on to them.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Bedel, they need to be a little bit more confident in the moves that they're making. They were at the top lane first. They were at the gold lane first, but they failed to initiate any kind of engagements. And it was SG. They're like, oh, you're up there? We're going to come too.
Yep, already Paranoid used his black shoes and the engage from gear. Demonic Force already pulled in. There's a Holy Baptism set in by JPL, but the firepower from Evos SG is nowhere to be found. Real quick, I want to note, before this fight breaks out, Lafel, did you see that? Evos SG, they switched it up. Gear went into the mid, and then they sent JPL down to the bottom to get some EXP to get level 4, and because of that, they're able to contest.
Oh, I actually didn't notice that, but this is one of those things that we have seen before in M3 where they only switch it up for like the first 3 waves and then just switch it up again. And it's like, okay, now we're just back to normal. We just wanted that EXP minion going to someone else.
Yeah, but the thing is, for the side of Bedel, actually, they're going to have a lot of this lead in the early game because, oh, wait a minute.
That's going to be JPL caught out. A little too soft for his own taste. Alien, Daytona's welcome on the gear. It's 2 for none so far, but they're able to trade. Make that 1 more. Gear jumps on to Asmo. Gear gets traded out by far away, and just like that, Bedel is still on the table. Nothing comes for free.
2 for 1 for the side of Evos Singapore. Even though Bedel was able to get that turtle buff, that's the thing about this composition, right? Bedel, they need to be the ones getting the early game lead. With their composition, the Lilia, that Paquito, and as well as that Barrett, you would expect them to be able to secure these objectives in the early stages, but with Evos Singapore taking it already, honestly, the mid game isn't going to be too nice for them.
Yeah, right now we're gonna look at the replay, even though it looks like a fight, a little skirmish going up top. Now, when we look at this fight, Asmo managing to get that catch, but this is also a situation where Bedel, I'm looking at it, and they really need to be a little bit more focused on the targets that they're putting at. Right now, they're focusing on 1 by 1, and that's great. I want them to keep this up because, again, their execution needs to be a little bit more cleaner in order for them to really have a bigger lead going up against Evos SG.
Actually, Evos Singapore starting to show cracks here in their game, rotating maybe a little bit too soon before getting Prio in that mid lane, and Bedel is actually able to chunk that turret gold a lot in the mid lane.
Yep, and this is where Evos SG is clearly just letting through because they have different priorities, and it's on this plane, it's on this level that Bedel might have to find their outs. Yunshi spots out that Adamir's all alone. Here comes JPL from the bottom, paranoid, able to cut through. So even if Evos SG won a majority of the team fights in this 5-minute bout, Bedel are still proactive. I think they're picking up on what they should have fixed in game 1.
Yeah, right now I'm liking. I'm really loving it. Now, what I want to see is Asmo and Faraway move together because, just like you said, the Asmo with the Lolita, he has an on-demand stun. It looks like an attack on Yinchi.
Oh, lacking 1 more stack, lacking 1 more hit on the torn apart memory, and
wait.
Yeah, that was a winter truncheon on Potato. Stop the Daytona's welcome, but here comes Asmo. Numino Blast, keeping Potato in place for Faraway to knock up and knock down. Here comes Gear, he's in the middle of 4. It's a little too much. Sayla says, oh, this is too much for me. Help me out, JPL. Goes for the order and survives the engagement. JPL walks away with his life as well.
Yeah, I feel like for the side of Bedel, they have been so proactive on the map, but they didn't have any setup to go with that, right? When they wanted to gank the top side, to dive the top side, they didn't have the wave properly set up. So that's the reason Evo Singapore were able to just survive in most of these proactive fights. But now, seeing this, Evo Singapore were the ones to make a proactive movement to the bottom side. Bedel instantly responds, and I think that is just beautiful. That is what they need to look for. When Evo Singapore oversteps a little bit, you capitalize. Because right now, as the waves aren't going to be good for you.
Yeah, right now for what Bedel has to be doing, I'm curious to see what items have they built up, because if the Kimi is looking very good right now, they really should move as 3 or as 4 and try to push some of these objectives, because yeah, kills are great, kills are nice, but you need to start holding the map. You need to start getting turrets, and when you get turrets, you need to start controlling the jungle from the side of Evos SG.
Yep, and that's what you want to do as a Kimi. You want to go fast, and now JPL, Holy Baptism onto 1. There's a lot of burst and a lot of DPS coming from the Bedel 3-man squad down bottom. They catch 1. Stunning from Potato. The turnaround from Asmo with the Numenon Blast. Instead, it's Paranoid version in the back line by Sayla. And just like in game 1, it seems like the mid laner from Evos SG means business.
The goal just keeps shifting back and forth. You see Bedel getting a good fight, getting a good trade. Then Evos gets it. Then Bedel gets it one more time in that top side, able to get the turret and switch over the gold lead once again to their side. But this is the thing for the side of Evo Singapore. They have such a good dive composition. Will Bedel have the, will they be as organized to actually pull off the front to back properly?
It seems like both teams are playing on different wavelengths. They both want to do different things, and that's where they meet right in the middle, and then whoever gets on top is going to eventually get that small lead and then back again.
Yeah, right now Yunshin, looking at his items, he already has the Genius 1 as well as the Ice Queen 1. So in terms of damage, he has it. In terms of utility, he has it. Far away engaging on JPL. Right now, Bedel, I would say this is their prime time. This is the moment where they're like, we want to actually go for side lane team fights. Not the river, not the mid, not the jungle, side lane team fights.
Yep, basically serve him up to Yunshi. And now, that's what they're doing, but they just can't find the timing. They can't find the tempo because they're always afraid of JPL. That's how threatening this Rafaela is. It seems to have been the right choice, at least mentally speaking, for Evos SG to not give Bedel free reign.
Let's see what happens here, because again, the Kimi is in that bottom side. Bedel are going to look for the 4v4 skirmish in that top side for the Turtle. As of right now, looking at both of these four people in that top side, who do you actually favor it for? It should be Bedel with the mid game, but look at that. They're already looking for something here.
Yeah, right now, Bedel, they are controlling the Turtle over here, and Kimi is rotating. Brody is going to be there first. I feel like in this team fight, Bedel might actually have a hard time because I don't think that they are setting this up very, very properly.
Yep, they go for the soft reset. Far away and Paranoid need to wail away at the Turtle. Still, they get it eventually. Turtle Lane brought to you by the Singaporean Tourism Board. And just like that, I think Evos SG decided, okay, the contest is too much. Why don't we pressure down bottom? They're yet to get a turret there.
Yeah, and they actually already used a valuable resource right there. Potato's going to get engaged on, but he's still going to be able to run away from that. But Bedel, that was really clean by them. Oh, a 1v1 in shoes in that top side. Far away, almost taking a solo kill. Now with the rotations in that bottom side, Leo.
Potato spots out Paranoid. Not a fight he wants to take. Adamir placing a few beads. Close one. One more time, you see Yunshi is short of one basic attack. One tick of the torn apart memory. And look at this in the absence of Potato. Far away takes a sneaky purple.
Yeah, I don't know. Evo Singapore, I think they're a little bit, they're overcommitting too much onto these movements. They move to the bot side and they don't want to fall back. They want to look for something. Every time they rotate somewhere, they need to get something, it seems, right now. Because they should have just backed away after the first wave.
Something tells me they're also confused if they want to go for the scale or they just want to surprise with the turnaround.
Yeah, that's the perfect word right now. It is confused. And I feel like both of these teams, they're not sure what is their priority. Are they prioritizing trying to get turrets? Are they prioritizing to get kills? Are they prioritizing trying to control the map? Right now, they're just like, okay, we're going to clear the lanes, we're going to farm, and then eventually we'll know which side of the map that we want to play on.
Neither of them have the tools to kind of force fights, honestly. Gear, his whole kit is a turnaround. And just like that, he's going to go now. Detna's welcome into the belly. Answers back with the demonic force. 2v1. A little too much to expect to survive, especially in the hands of Faraway. So that's a nice pickoff up top for Bedel. Slowly, they're growing this 2K gold lead.
Yeah, they're playing off of this lead, but again, they don't have the timings properly, right? It's not really a good time right now. Maybe if they get a mid lane kill right now, it is going to be very, very huge. But again, Evo Singapore, they just back away. They go for the trade on the bottom side, and actually, no one's going to get punished. It's actually, out of that kill, Evo Singapore came out with the objective.
Yeah, right now, this Brody is a little bit too free. It's like, yeah, no one's going to stop me. I'm going to farm, I'm going to poke a bit, and then eventually, I'll be very strong. I'm pretty sure he already has the Blade of Despair. Oh, Osmo looking to engage.
Concealed play. The Lolita stuns the Rafaela. There's a max charge to the face. And right now, Alien goes one more time for the Tona's welcome. Answers back with Asmo on that order. And the Numenon Blast from the back. Oh, they take down Faraway orders onto the face. Just like that, so 1-for-1, a little too deep. Long way around. Still, Evos SG, they understood that that was their fight.
Yeah, they understood that very much so. They saw Potato going back, and that is where the communication comes in, man. You saw how organized they were. They were so good at peeling it off from him. But Bedel now, are they sure they want to contest this? Because look at that. Evo Singapore, they've actually recalled and come back. This is not a good fight, and Bedel chooses to go for it. But let's see.
Ooh, Malcolm charge in the face. That's gonna be JPL taken down. They trade out for Asmo. Sayla right at the moment to survive. It's a 2-for-1 so far. Potato is not here to clean up. They pop the immortality on to Alien. Can Evos gear end it? Demonic Force! Yapa Yunshi's gonna be here, not incentivizing a force push back. Just like that, Bedel might have a free lord in their hands.
Yeah, we spoke about the communication. Will Bedel be able to fix that instantly? And so far, honestly, they've been doing a very good job in that communication department. They know exactly who they want to target. They know exactly when they want to recall or when they want to take fights. And now it is the gold lead already built up for Bedel with that enhanced lord coming down that top side.
Right now, they really got to clean things up and have clear conscious decision on what they have to do. Looking at the items from the Kimi, again, Genius 1, Ice Cream 1, and now having the Holy Crystal. In the last team fight, Kimi did a lot of damage. And I really feel like they should take this opportunity to be like, hey, we're strong, we have a very beefy front line, so let's try to do something about this. And Faraway having the right idea, going to the back, trying to execute someone from behind, but he's there alone. They really need to commit. Do you guys want to fight, or do you guys want to kite?
Yeah, and I feel like, again, Evo Singapore, they're overcommitting onto this purple buff way too much. Look at that, the turrets are being taken off the board everywhere on the map.
And there's a turnaround. Potato baits out. The Detona's welcome with the Winter Truncheon. Down goes Faraway again. It's all about Sayla. It's currently a Sayla show, but it was just a facade. Bedel was pushing down bottom lane, and now they're knocking on the inhibitor's door. Down goes Tier 1 mid as well. Just like that, the map's red. What just happened?
Poorly organized movement, I should say. But look at that, it's going to be another fight coming in.
They're going. Asmo with the turnaround. Numinum Blast catches no one. Potato still alive. Heals him up with the Holy Healing. JPL's got his core in check. Alien taking quite a few hits. Still alive. Not enough to take down the big guy. And just like that, Evos SG are scrambling to find a trade. Oh, in all that chaos, it's actually an inhibitor down bottom. That's permanent damage to Evos SG's economy and map presence.
Right, let's all over here bring things back to reality. Right now it's 40 minutes in. Evos SG as well as Bedel. I'm not looking at the goal difference because I feel like both of them are having equal opportunities to win the team fights. Right now, who is holding the map? Bedel, they have a lot of very beefy heroes. They really should be holding the map right now. And Evos SG, having that Lunox, having that Brody, they have the damage, but they really have to kite things out. They have to properly execute who they should target and try to time this Lolita's shield because, again, when you heavily commit, and then all the damage goes nowhere, that's going to be a very, very bad start to a team fight.
Yeah, the main reason why they lost that inhibitor turret in the bottom side was that, again, they were overcommitting onto these objectives that really don't matter. They were overcommitting for the purple buff, and now they're going to go all the way from that top side.
What a play by Alien. Just a perfect distraction. And maybe now he may have bitten off more than he could chew. Counterpart memory puts him down right at that very moment. And I'm guessing the reason why also Evos SG, just to add to the reasons why bottom lane was penetrated and why the map just doesn't belong to them as easily anymore is because they keep hesitating. They keep looking for the perfect counter engage, but it's just not happening because Bedel is the perfect initiator at this moment. Bedel is the aggressor.
Absolutely, man. The thing that boggles me the most is that Bedel right there, they didn't use that distraction for anything. And the thing is, they need to set it up every single time. I don't know if it's miscommunication or just Alien playing very aggressively alone there because the team wasn't ready for any sort of play, but right now it's Faraway already engaging onto Gear.
Oh, we've seen this already. Gear just perfectly has the flame shot to keep Faraway at bay. If he didn't, I don't doubt Faraway could have gotten the kill there.
Yeah, right now, in terms of what Evos SG is thinking, they have to control the map again because the lore is going to be up in 30 seconds, and this lore is going to be huge because for both of these teams, in terms of team fight, I would say Bedel has a better choice because right now, Paranoid having a lot of AoE damage, Faraway damage, and crowd control. The Lolita, just crowd control. Evos SG, I would not say they have a good team fight situation unless they could pick one off one at a time.
I'm just, again, Bedel, they have very strong side lanes, but look at that, actually in the bottom side, Potato is looking for a flank.
Oh, they find Paranoid, already used the flicker. If he uses the black shoes here, he might be caught out off-camera kill onto Sayla. That's a mage for mage, mid laner for mid laner kill, but that's a double move right off cam. Adamir gets taken down in mid. This is a disaster for Evos SG. JPL might fall as well. This Rafael has no business surviving this engagement. There's 4 in the mid. And this turret is not going to stand for way much longer. Gear and Potato, I don't think they have it in them to defend. There's not enough clear between these two.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Again, Faraway just keeps on going in. Bedel has the pressure. They're gonna go for the sun here, Leo. And Gear has nowhere to go.
That's a desperation demonic force if I've ever seen one. Potato surviving. This is the tank. Karina pops the Winter Truncheon. And there you go. Sayla still survives the double kill, though. But they still come back. It's a defense. A successful defense. Is it? Sayla gets taken down. Here comes Adamir. It's one at a time. Able to put all down the stacks. They take down Asmo. They're still going. Alien still alive. Can he get taken down by JPL? The answer is no. The big guy gets away with it. Plus the immortality coming off cooldown. Could have sworn it was over.
Man, overcommitments all across the board. We saw it from Evos Singapore and Bedel. Evos, they wanted more than they could chew, right? They wanted to win that mid lane fight and also get a pick off onto Paranoid. That was so greedy by them, and it costed them their second inhibitor turret. You can see. Now we are going to take a look at the replay. What happened in that team fight?
Yeah, right now, looking back at the replay, the thing is, I understand that Bedel, they really want to end this game as quickly as possible because, again, you do not want to give a champion the opportunity to get a comeback. And right now, the fact that all of their HP is that low and being forced with facing a Brody, it's not a good situation. Right now, the Lord is up. Every single member of both teams is up. So this is do or die. If Evos SG does not win this one, then we're going to go at a 1-1 score.
Yep, Potato got eaten there by the Detonus Welcome. A lot of damage being put in by Evos SG. Torn apart memory, not enough to take down Alien Papa's immortality. Lord still standing. I'm so impressed that after Bedel played the perfect distraction in Paranoid, punished, went for what seemed like a 1-for-4 play in mid, Evos SG is still back, so you can never ever doubt the heart of a champion.
But Bedel, they're actually using this wave control really well. You know, the manipulation that they're doing, they know that the bottom side is already, you know, has the super minions, so they're just letting it be. Actually slow pushing for them really well right now, and that is going to be Evo Singapore forced to respond. If they see Potato down there, they are going to force this Lord.
I really feel like they really should force this Lord right now. JPL is taking a lot of damage. Corina is still down there, Leo. And the damage coming in from Bedel.
Asmo charging up. The Numenum Blast hits too. Here comes Gear with the Demonic Force. Sayla bites it first. Yunshi with the range advantage. Here comes Potato from the flank. Who can he take out? Jumps onto Asmo, takes him down, but in the front lines, it's a massacre for Evos SG. They've lost 4 already, traded up for 1, and I don't see Potato winning this fight. Not for a long shot. Triple kill for Faraway. It's a wipeout. And just like that, we're about to see the scores evened out. Bedel makes the champions bleed. We're going to see a 1-1.
You know what, Leo? Might as well. Let's just watch a full-time game for today. Because, again, Bedel shows up. They're showing like, you know what? You guys won the first one. We're going to equal it out. And I feel like today is going to be a very long day, Marco.
Absolutely, man. You can see, all right, this is the first time that they've actually lost on home soil. Evo Singapore, this is the thing that happened towards Blacklist International.